squad members, this is Swagata Sen or simply Sen, and I work as a communication specialist for Cricket New South Wales. I was born in Bengal in India, and I lived there for a good 45 years of my life in cities such as Delhi, Calcutta and Bangalore, and moved to Australia in 2020 with my partner and two lovely boys. I work as a communications specialist with Cricket New South Wales, and my focus is community cricket. I identify beautiful, inspiring stories about grassroots cricket and community cricket and write about them. I also get the media interested in writing about community cricket, and I've been working at Cricket New South Wales for a year and a half. My journey into cricket, however, started years ago, about 20 years ago to be exact, when I started working as a sports correspondent for the Statesman newspaper in Calcutta. I still remember my first cricket match that I went to cover. It was way back in 2002, and it was a 3-day practice match between India and New Zealand. Got rained out completely. We didn't get to see more than a couple of hours of play, but it was still fascinating and exhilarating for me. I didn't really think I was going to work in cricket, but I had an interest in cricket from childhood. My dad used to practically watch every cricket match that was being played where India was playing. He was a fan of Gavaskar, I was a fan of Kapil Dev. We never really argued, but we knew where our allegiances lay. When I started growing up, I started reading Ramchandra Guha. I used to read Mukul Kesavan's columns at the Telegraph every Sunday. My interest in cricket is pretty academic, you know. I mean, I'm in love with the game. I love the aspects of the game. I can identify an off break from a leg break just by looking at how the bowler is, you know, about to bowl a ball. So that's where my interest in cricket lies. Of course, it's extrapolated to the players and the glory that cricket brings to the players, and obviously I do have some favorites, but my love is for the game of cricket itself. Childhood memories of cricket, well, I remember going to the only house in our area that had a television to watch the 1983 World Cup final. And it was an amazing moment when India won. I was not old enough to remember every moment of that, but I remember the shout and the joy and, you know, the chatter that as soon as India won the World Cup. My father was always interested in sport. In fact, he regretted not having a TV to watch the 1983 World Cup, and he bought one soon after. But he always instilled that love for sport in us. We'd watch the Football World Cup together. We'd watch every Wimbledon together. Sport made us come together as a family. When I told my dad that I wanted to be a sports journalist, he was like, yeah, all right. It was just a lot of support that I received to do whatever I wanted, and they realized that if you love doing something, you'll do well at it. And the fact that they understood that meant a lot to me. My husband and I met as sports journalists. We were both working for the Statesman newspaper. It was our first jobs, and he moved away from sports. I stuck with sport, but he's always supported my journey, and I think he's very proud that I work in sport. A couple of my favorite moments in cricket. When I first came to Australia, I wasn't working in Cricket New South Wales at the time. This was 2021, and Sri Lanka was touring Australia. I went to watch my first match at the SCG. Mitch Starc was fielding at the boundary, and we were on the front row seats. That was fascinating for me to see somebody that close, and I took a quick picture and I posted it on Facebook right away saying I'm within touching distance of Mitch Starc, and got like 40 likes right away. And I thought, my God, this is so amazing. But then when I started working in cricket, so last year, I was walking into the office and Mitch Starc was actually walking out of the office cafe with a cup of coffee in his hand, and I was like, wow, we're colleagues now. So that was quite something, you know. This other moment where I was quietly working at my desk, and the next desk is occupied by the head of the Cricket New South Wales Foundation, Jake, and he was talking to somebody, and I didn't pay attention at all. and my colleague from the other side started nudging me. And I asked him what it is, and he just said, turn around and look. And I looked, and it was Josh Hazelwood talking to Jake. And so that's kind of the experience you have when you're in the presence of demigods and gods, and it's pretty run-of-the-mill and normal after a while for you. So, hello squad members, আমার নাম স্বাগতা সেন। আমি ক্রিকেট নিউ সাউথ ওয়েলসে কমিউনিকেশন স্পেশালিস্ট হিসেবে কাজ করি। আশা করি আমার ক্রিকেটের জীবনের গল্প আপনাদের অনেক ভালো লেগেছে। দেখার জন্য অনেক ধন্যবাদ।